Hi and welcome to 5 Minutes with Kvesti. There are two things I want to say before I get to the topic. First one is, I know I don't look like a guy who should give away fitness advice. These videos are meant to document my journey to better fitness. But then again, 15 years ago I trained really hard and competed, so I know something about training. And the second thing is, about 10 years ago I lived quite close where I am right now, and what you are going to see is the road, part of the road that I rode my bike to work and back. I have trained consistently for 4.5 months or something like that. I have been training twice a week. Some training instructions, or should I say most training instructions, suggest that you train at least 3 times a week, but this 2 times a week has been enough for me. I have spent that time in gym. Each time I have went to gym I have added more weight or more reps, and I have consistently getting better until a month ago when these noob gains started to decrease and I have stuck to the weight that I was back then. Then I thought that maybe I should start training endurance or cardio like gym goers like to say it. I don't like term cardio. It could refer anything from hard interval training to walking. For some bodybuilders, me shooting this video and walking is cardio. For me it's shooting video outdoors. Yes, I walk for an hour or more, but I don't feel it is training, and if you count this as training, I train almost every day. Most of the days it's not training, I will be doing this cardio thing, but I don't want to count that as training. It's something I normally do. Okay, I have started walking more lately, but still I don't feel it as training. For me, training is that I do something with the idea of training, not that I walk from place A to place B. This might be one reason why this 2 times a week training frequency has worked for me, because I do other things that I don't count training, which other people might count as training. When I didn't get gains as fast as I used to get them, I thought that maybe I should start training endurance. I like to call it endurance training. It's a part of fitness. Strength training is not the only thing that is included in fitness. It's many other things like endurance and speed and agility and so on. But if you watch fitness channels, it's mostly strength training, being in gym and lifting heavy, or at least that's what I feel like it when I try to find fitness channels and watch fitness videos in YouTube. But it's many other things like endurance, and now I wanted to start training endurance, and speed will come along with it because I'm high intensity interval training guy. I don't think you should spend too much time with low intensity steady state training if you are not training for competitions where you need this low intensity steady state training. High intensity interval training is more effective and you get real life benefits from it. If you use public transportation, you constantly get the situations where you have to run to stop to get the bus or get the train or whatever. And for that, high intensity interval training is good thing. You can run faster and you catch the bus or train or whatever. So I started running because that's easier to start. With my weight, my high intensity interval training looks like jogging and walking, but with my weight, this jogging is high intensity training. I can see my intensity with my heart rate monitor, and it shows that it's high intensity even though it might not look that. There are studies which show that you get same benefits from high-intensity interval training than you get from low-intensity steady-state training. So why should you spend more time with low-intensity training when you get same benefits from high-intensity interval training in shorter time, and you get other benefits too? This is not only the studies, this is also my personal experience. I have always felt better when I have done this. After I started running, I have had harder time in gym. Okay, now I go to gym once a week instead of twice a week that I did previously, and now I do more compound movements and harder lifts, and that might be one reason why I have harder time in gym, because I want to do more in this one session. Other reason why I have hard time in gym right now is that strength and endurance are kind of opposite things. They demand opposite things from your body. Strength training requires bigger muscles, and bigger muscles are bad thing in endurance training because they need more oxygen and more energy. So far I have been able to keep my weight and reps same as they were before, but it has been harder to get those same reps with same weight. With my weight, one running session a week is just enough. If I try to do 2 running sessions, I would break my legs or break something else. And I don't want to break anything, and I don't want to have a third session. With 2 training sessions a week, it has been easy to keep it consistent and consistently going forward. Not always with everything, but always something is going forward. I rather have 2 sessions a week, even though I might not get as much gains as I could have with 3 sessions, but with 3 sessions I might burn out and stop altogether. Okay, I took the path next to a route. Quite a few places, but the route was always a few meters away from that path. I thought path was more interesting than the route. Right now I'm quite far from that route. It's because my camera's built-in ND filter isn't working very well at this bright weather. I hope you enjoyed this video. That was it for this time. See you next time.